We're gonna be doing a ballast bypass, double ballast bypass, as a matter of fact, on this these fixtures. It has taken me 5 of them to figure out how to really do it, and I feel pretty confident now, so I hope that this information helps you, because I was looking through YouTube trying to find something that would help me with this, but I couldn't. The only thing that I found is for single pole, and these are interesting because these are operated by 3-way switches. So there's a switch on one side of the room and a switch on the other side of the room that operate the same lights. So we had a little bit of a difficult time trying to figure out what we were gonna do in order to fix this and direct wire everything so that everything still worked the way it's supposed to work. But I think we figured it out, so here we go. Oh, there's spiders. So I'm going to sweep again because I am deadly arachnophobic. And oh my God, what is that? Okay. Okay, got rid of the spider. I'm gonna take this off. It's pretty easy. You just pull on one side and the other side is on there. Just kind of push it off gently. Don't do it too hard, you will break this thing. I have broken a couple of them. Oh, come on. Stupid mother of pearl. Let's go. Get off. Oh. What I like to do is make sure I take all these lights out so I have a lot of room to work. These lights are old and gross. That's why we're changing them. In a lot of the cases, we even found that the ballasts were corroding and dripping black gunk onto this metal part right here. So I'm glad we got to these when we did, because that is a fire hazard and very dangerous. So first things first, we gotta take this metal piece off here. Just get in here, push it. You see the little clamps right there? You just gotta come out like that. And then we can just pull those out like that. Boom, shakalaka, easy peasy. There, now our wires are exposed. Look at how dangerous this was. See that? See all that gunk? That is from these old ballasts that have been up here since probably about 15 years ago. They've been up there for a while. They're pretty gnarly. They were top of the line when they went in, but now they are junk. Here's the plan here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the wires from these ballasts, both ends. All right, there's some there, and there's some on the other side. We'll cut all the wires. All right, here's an interesting tidbit. When I was pulling these wires trying to separate them, this tombstone came out. Now, this has happened like two of the other ones has happened on. I don't know why that is. I think it's just because they're old, but I don't know. But you can go ahead and stick those back in there. Check that out. Stick it right back in, push it back in. Bam, just be gentle with it. Once you put the light in, and actually the light is in the tombstone on both sides and it's locked in, it'll be pushing against the tombstone, and the chances of it coming out like that are a lot lower. So I want you guys to notice these 3 wires in the middle, 4 wires. This one's ground here. You see it's connected to the actual metal of the machine, which is good. That's where it's supposed to be, kind of out of the way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and push this up and out of the way so we don't have to mess with it, okay? And then we got our white here, neutral. You can see it has 2 jumper wires coming out either direction. Then we've got the black, which only has 1 jumper wire coming out, and this red one has a black jumper wire coming out for some reason. I'm thinking that that was probably to connect the ballast somehow. We don't need that there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this jumper wire from the red, I'm gonna take it out of here, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and put this cap right back on the red and leave it the way it is. And this red one is done. I'm not messing with that again, right? And so what I wanna do, leave that up there. And then what I wanna do is I wanna take this black jumper wire that I just took, and I'm gonna add it to the black hot side and add another jumper wire for the other side. All right. All right, now I got my jumper wires in both sides of my hot and my neutral. Now, here comes the weird part. Because if this was, like I said, if this was a single pole, normally we would just take all these wires over here and wrap them all together and put them on the hot side. And we take all these wires over here and wrap them all together and put them on the neutral side. But since this is a three-way, we can't just do that. So what we're gonna do instead is I'm going to kind of, the electrician that helped me figure this out, I don't know as much as him, okay? So I don't even know half of what he knows. I don't know a quarter of what that man knows. He knows a lot of stuff. He figured this out on the spot. He like figured it out. He didn't know how to do it coming in. So he figured this out. So I'm just gonna do what he did and give you the rationale that he gave me in the best words that I can muster, because I don't really know all the technical terms. But basically he said that we wanna keep our hot side with our hot side and our neutral side with our neutral side, or negative with our negative and our positive with our positive, basically. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the left side of this tombstone, of each one of these tombstones where there are wires protruding, and we're gonna take the left side only and put the left side and basically designate it as our neutral side or as our negative side. So we're gonna take this wire here, one, we're gonna take this yellow wire. So find the yellow wire that's on the left side, follow it. I'm in a school right now working, so that's why it sounds like this. Follow it all the way to where it is, and make sure you're using the left side. And you're gonna hook that one up with the left blue, and then you're gonna do the same thing with the red, the left side, okay? You're gonna take all three of those wires, and you're gonna plug those into this white jumper. This is gonna be your neutral, okay? On the all the ones on the left side go into the neutral on this side, right here, okay? Okay, now you can see that I've got the left side of the blue, left side of the yellow, and the left side of the red, all connected to my white jumper wire here. And that's gonna be our negative or our neutral connection. Man, that sounds bad when I'm saying it out loud. Negative and neutral. It can't be negative and neutral. So I'm just gonna say neutral for now, but it's the negative side of the tombstone, which I don't even know if that's true or not. I just know it's the left side, all right? It's the left side. That's what the guy told me. It's the left side. You gotta do the whole left side, all right? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the remaining wires, which will be the right side, right? We're gonna take all three of those, and we're gonna connect them to our black hot here, okay? Okay, now we've got the right side of these tombstones, right side, right wire, right, the wire on the right side, see, going to our hot. And they go to our hot here. Good. So we're wired up all the way on this right side of the entire fixture. Okay, now we gotta do the same thing on the other side of the fixture, okay? You gotta do the same thing, but it looks different because this is the part that kind of messed me up that I had to figure out. Because these wires look different. So there's no wire out here, there's no wire, and there's yellow on the outside and red on the inside and everything. All the colors are changed, it's weird. And then there's white wire going all the way across, it's all weird. But it doesn't matter, we're gonna do the same thing. So, except for it's gonna be the opposite. It's gonna have to match the other side. So instead of doing the left side of the tombstone, right, which would be this wire, instead of putting this in our neutral, we're gonna put this in our hot, because on this side, the wires on the right side of the tombstones are in the hot. So we want to match it with this side. So basically, if you think of it as this is across from this, you know what I'm saying? This is on this side it's right, but on this side it's left. But it's the same thing, right? So that's the idea. So we're gonna take the ones on the left side now and put those in the hot, whereas the other side, the right side, we're gonna put as neutral because they match up with what would be our left side on the other side. I hope that makes sense, because that was the hard part for me figuring that out. I was like, what do you mean? But it's left, it's right. It's supposed to be left side that goes, no, it just matches up with the tombstone across from it. That's what's happening, okay? So I'll show you guys that in a second. All right, now you guys can see that while the left side of the tombstone on this side ended up being the neutral, on this side, the right side of the tombstones ends up being the neutral, and the left side ends up being the hot. So that's the difference. You guys gotta be careful with that because I just made that mistake and I had to switch everything out. So yeah, let's test this bad boy and moment of truth come in. Ta-da! Like I said, a little convoluted, a little crazy, but if you need to get the job done, this is what it looks like. Don't come at me in the comments. I'm not an electrician. I don't know the lingo, but the job did get done. I'm what you call a handyman. Yeah. All right. Have a nice day.